Child, let me tell y'all something. Bad boys, listen, girl, another one. Child, we got another sugar girl, another sugarfoot done bit the dust, child. OMG, like, child, these little sugar cubes love to get up here and want to play these bad bitches, and then when shit get hot and shit get turned up, and it's time to rock the boat and make shit shake. Hoes want to go off and gallop off into the sunset or run up the spiral staircase like a distraught white woman, and it's just it's irking me. Like, I'm just gonna be real. Two hoes done left already. We in episode 4, bitch, and two hoes done left already. And it need to be 3 because Dylan need to take her old frowsy stovepipe shaped ass right, right along with the rest of them tad ass heifers. Like, I'm look, I'm trying with the bad boys of Los Angeles. I am, but anyway, this is Bad Boys LA. This is season 1, episode 4, Survival of the Baddest. But in my opinion, that hoe was the saddest. She's the saddest queen I have ever seen in my goddamn life. So the episode continues with the fight between the baby and Brandon, because of which the party got shut down. Like I said, the Chin was sitting around here trying to make it seem like this was such an exclusive party and trying to tell them how they need to be on their best behavior. And here it is, you got the baby sitting up here fighting Brandon because Brandon finally wants to fight for the honor of his damn sister. But whatever. Anyway, so Gunna mad as hell, girl. She's mad as a bitch. She ain't here for none of this nonsense that's going down. And but she says she ain't finna get a baby no fever because he killed somebody down at Walmart. Now, I ain't never heard that a day in my life, Gunna. No shade. You know, I rock with you the long way, sir. But I'm saying alleged because I ain't never heard that. And you right. I don't want them to find my body nowhere around here stinking because I done said that, put and dox that boy up here on my review. So I'm on your side, sir, but I just wish you would have never said it. Because now you done set up here and put me and your ass in danger, bitch. So Moolah confronts the saddest for twerking that skin bag he calling ass all up around him in his personal space, and he didn't like it. And he kept lying, talking about something he ain't remember doing that. Listen, if he did punch the shit out of your ass, I wouldn't have blamed him. And to be honest with you, if he did whoop your goddamn ass on that Sprinter bus, I don't really feel like none of the other girls up there would have helped you out. Because it's funny, because all of them was on his side, and I was too. You did entirely way too much. You did. And listen, I'm all about respect, but respect is given on both sides. And you can't expect these straight dudes to give you any type of respect if you're not going to respect their boundaries when you're around them. And I'm sorry, you're not going to sit up in here and play these games with me. Like, it like you get to like. Listen, I'm on Moolah's side. All right, I know we've been giving Moolah a lot, and he deserved it. But when it comes to this situation, I'm on Moolah's side. I don't feel like he was wrong for checking William on his fuck shit. I'm not mad at that. Now, I don't know how none of y'all other sugar drops feel about that, but they ain't none of my damn business. I'm 34 years old, and I came up in a time. You understand what I'm saying? I don't feel like Moolah was wrong for getting the saddest together, and if y'all do, fuck y'all. That's y'all opinion. So, Moolah Rail and Miss Anthony girl, wants to throw a party and debuts a song, I guess. That seems to be a running thing for reality shows, and it's getting on my damn nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see y'all making a song that ain't nobody gonna hear, ain't nobody gonna buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see y'all go out like that. I really don't. Like, y'all need to find something else to do. Like, do one of these OnlyFans girls and do a circle jerk or you know what I'm saying? An orgy or something like that. That's more up y'all alley. I don't want to hear none of y'all in the damn studio. None niggas. None niggas. I ain't never heard none of y'all music. I ain't never heard nobody talk about that. No shade, gutter. I'm just no shade. Says you know I lay you down, boo. And Koran, the same thing go to you. No shade, but we heard of your daddy. We ain't never heard nothing that you came out with. And speaking of you, Koran, I was up in here chilling, minding my business, and a little birdie sent me a piece of information about how you got pulled over for a busted tail light round there to LA or wherever the case may be, and come to find out that the car that they caught you in was a stolen car, and the bitch that y'all stole it from was murdered. And they found the damn gun in the car when they pulled you over. Again, all of this is alleged. I was minding my business and somebody sent me this tea. All right. I ain't saying it's true. I don't shoot the messenger because y'all like to do that. Don't shoot the bear of the news. I don't make the news. I report it. And that's what somebody told me. So I'm just bringing that up since we own this shit. Y'all figure that out and argue about that amongst yourselves in the comments. I ain't about to get on that because y'all know I like Miss Koran. But a word around the salon seats, bitch, is that his ass done got hemmed up allegedly for murder because he got caught in a stolen car, and the car that the person belonged to is an unidentified woman that was murdered. Okay, she was murder, girl. And they found the weapon in the car. I'm just saying. Again, I don't want y'all to find my body laid up somewhere around here stinking, so I'm going to let that be. So, Mula tells them about the saddest leaving, and I don't give a shit. But Mula wants to try to get him to come back. I understood it, Mulan, but at the end of the day, no. No, y'all didn't try to make whatchamacallit come back. So yeah, nah, if they want to leave, let them leave. Like, nah. If you're not gonna do that for everybody, don't do that for the one bitch. Don't do that. Do it for all them hoes, or don't do it for none. If they want to go, let them go. So Mulan calls the saddest and try to convince that cow to come back to the house or whatever the case may be. But he says no because he felt like he was going to get jumped. And that really pissed me off. And then Mulan comes to talk to Dylan to get his interpretation about things. I put this in a group chat. What I did not like in that is how you didn't mind fighting scary ass Dylan. And when Rail rolled up on you to fight you, you wasn't clamoring up in no corner, locking all type of doors and all of that shit, all curled up in a fetal position, scared that he gonna come up in there and knock your block off. So don't try to pull that shit now when it comes down to Mula. All right, I'm on their side with that too. If Mula really wanted to drag your ass for you twerking in his vicinity, he would have whipped your ass down there to the club. He would have whipped your ass down to the sprinter bus. I was on everybody's side with that. I did not like how you were sitting up there using these trigger words and these buzzwords to try to act like you're in some sort of imminent danger that you're not in. You did some foolishness and he checked you for it. That's all it was. And instead of you just standing up in it and letting it be what it is, you want to pull this white woman Karen shit. And I ain't down with that. I'm not down with that shit, especially not from a bitch that claimed that they done had $20K worth of work done and you still look like, you still shaped like a damn box Chevy sitting on 4 center blocks. Girl, please, I can't stand hoes like that. You sitting up here the same size or circumference as a floor model TV, but you sitting around here scared. Whatever. So, I ain't got time. So Mula and Curtis talk about what happened the night before. This was the next day after all that happened, girl. And Mula says that he wasn't feeling the vibes. And, you know, he talked about him pushing up on the saddest. And again, Mula, I'm on your side. On this one, I'm on your side. You weren't in the wrong. I felt like you was well within your right and within your means. And if a hoe mad, they mad. So Curtis is saying that he understands and he thinks the saddest tried to twerk on his head the other day. Listen, Y'all remember the song that the Clips came out with called Mr. Me Too? That's exactly what you giving me. Yeah, you too. You are such a walking Me Too movement poster billboard if I have ever seen it. Like, Miss Girl, I ain't never seen a pick-me bitch. It's so, like, they're supposed to be straight. But you show is a pick-me bitch. Like, because every time Moolah say something done happened to him, and we know what happened to him because it was caught, then here you go, yeah, it happened to me too. Yeah, da. Miss Curtis. Miss Curtis, if you want to bend over to the front and touch your toes for Moolah, just say that. All right, that's actually something that quiet as kept we will all love to see, because there is a little illustration going around of the both of you all where Moolah is topping the hell out of you. And the way you acting, whatever. So Dylan goes outside to be messy as hell. I don't like Dylan. I don't like that bitch at all. I don't like a motherfucking thing about Dylan. Dylan, like I say, they could get rid of Dylan right along with the Saddest and Andrew Caldwell. I can't get with that bitch. I don't like her. She's such a flip-flop, and I don't like that. So the Saddest comes back long enough to tell producers why he left in the first place, and it was all some bullshit, and I won't hear for none of it. And then Moolah pulls up on him, and basically Moolah was he started off the conversation with, I'm not gonna touch you, I'm not gonna fight you, I'm not gonna here to do none of that shit. I'm just here to let you know how I felt. Then when Moolah was explaining what it was, he was cool with it. Then when he brought up him being a stool pigeon and being a fangirl and leaking who the cast is to the vlogs, and I didn't know that. Then that's when, again, he wants to pour this shit like he's so scared for his life and all of the rest of this stuff. Then he got in the car and he drove off. Let that hoe go. All right, let her go. Moving on. I can't. Like that. Keep that shit away from me. I ain't got time. I was raised around real niggas. I ain't got no time for no fuck ass shit like that. Moving on. Gutter comes around there to meet Koran, to mess around with Koran, child. Listen, the most interesting thing about that entire scene was Koran opening up. I keep calling him Koran. Carry on. Opening up about, what he got going on with his daddy, who y'all know is Kirk Franklin, and all the rest of that stuff. Listen, I believe every single solitary word of what Carry On has to say about Kirk Franklin. I do. Kirk Franklin, again, should you ever see this, I ain't got no problem with you at all. I got every album you ever made. Now, a couple of your last ones was Tied, but, the ones from earlier on, I got them all. All right, I got them all. Like, I rocks with you down, Kirk Franklin. It's no shade, but I totally believe every word of what your son said. I do. I believe every word of what he said about the physical abuse, the mental abuse, all and more than likely the spiritual abuse too. That's why he walking around here feeling like he doesn't have a spirit. He doesn't have a soul. He feel like his soul is dead on the inside. I believe every word of it. I do, Kirk. No shade. But I've been raised around too many of them tired ass culture people to know how y'all are and how y'all run y'all household and how y'all present one thing to the world, but then be a whole different person behind closed doors. I already know it, but we gonna let that go. But Carry On, that was the most moving scene, and I think that's gonna be the most meaningful scene we ever gonna get up out of this show. But I was here for it. Moving on. So Round calls to say, and again, this was really pissing me off. Don't nail one of y'all call that scary bitch no more. All right, she gone, she need to be gone, and she ain't coming back, and it is what it is. Move on. So Mulan calls another house meeting, and I'm sitting here like, who the fuck died and made this bitch Kamala Harris? Like, listen, that's starting to get to me too. Mulan, girl, if you don't listen, because I get it. Mulan feels like because he was on Love and Hip Hop for one season, that qualifies him to just be the end all be all with reality shit. Girl, sit down. You was tied then and you lightweight tied now. Like whatever. Can we have Moolah call the shots? I'd rather have that. I'd rather have Moolah calling the shots. Or let Gutter call the shots. Or hell, let Miss Anthony call the shots. Anybody but you. Anyway, so he let them know about the saddest leaving, and nobody really gave a damn, including Dylan. And I was glad that Mulan called Dylan out for being a flip-flopping asshole that he is. Like, I don't the fuck like Dylan. I don't like Dylan at all. I don't like Dylan at all. Like, I was down for Mulan for calling it out, because you was. You were sitting up here smiling in this boy's face, sitting up here acting like y'all was cool and y'all was going to stick together and it was going to be a kumbaya. But now all of a sudden you don't like him. He a scary bitch, and if he come back, you not going to sleep in the room with him. Like, I want to fight Dylan. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't condone violence, but I like Dylan. He takes me there because I whatever. And girl, that's it. That's all. He talks to them about wanting to do a song, and I guess they're gonna try to put everybody on the song again. That is the most tired, the most laziest ass thing that y'all the most laziest of lazy thing to do. Create a song with a bunch of bitches that are not music artists, with a bunch of hoes that ain't none of us ever heard, for a song that ain't none of us gonna ever hear. Ain't nobody gonna be jugging to that bullshit that y'all gonna be. Listen, whatever. It's a market for everything. I'm sitting here talking all this shit. I didn't think y'all was gonna fuck with this show like this, but y'all do. So, you know, who am I? But that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all, which is good because I'm tired. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. And yeah, put a ring on it. I'm gonna give y'all that tomorrow. That's the only thing that's gonna come tomorrow. No tea talks, no none of that. It's just gonna be put a ring on it, and it might be early, so I could go on ahead and get it out the way and enjoy my day off. But I don't know. We'll see. But with that, y'all, I'm gone. Bye.